It's Week 7 of the National Football League, and we'll see Tom Brady. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Buccaneers and the Panthers, and it's all up next.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. We welcome everybody again alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaud and CD. We've got an interesting test here today. One of the league's best passing games and one of the best pass defenses set to square up and see who can perform better in a high-profile matchup.
And you and I talk about all the time how fortunate we are to be in this position, to be around these types of games. And as jacked up as these fans are, how about these two teams? They've been looking forward to testing themselves against what is considered the best on the other side. This is going to be a lot of fun, a very exciting battle headed our way.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Panthers out for their first possession and leading the offense in his first season with the team, quarterback Baker Mayfield.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Baker going to throw this right away. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw caught by Higgins. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Over the middle, complete. It's Anderson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring. Now a first carry for their fullback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Tampa Bay's offense set to take the field, and of course at quarterback, 23-year veteran, who's had a Hall of Fame career several times over, the great Tom Brady.
For 1 month, many people thought they'd seen the end of the greatest quarterback career in league history. Of course, there were others who expected Tom Brady to come back, and he did so 40 days later for a 23rd NFL season. Leading the league in completions, yards, and touchdowns at age 44, he showed that he's as good as ever. But of course, losing in the divisional round, not the way he wanted to go out in his final game. For TB12, it's Lombardi trophies or bust.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Bucs at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, now Brady. Man open, here is Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. And we are keeping a close eye on his catches, a really close eye now because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. Fournette, a first down carry. There's the stiff arm. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Fournette once more on 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And Brady, the tight end's got it. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Brady. Touchdown! Cameron Brate, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield now. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Levante David came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing, Mayfield. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Tom Brady and the Tampa offense getting set to go once again. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with the first down. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's got room. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Throwing now is Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Leonard Fournette, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. A kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Bears and Patriots from Foxborough. A rematch of Super Bowl 20. Bears won that one 46-10. But fear not for the Patriots. If I remember correctly, they've won a few in the years following. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. It got his man, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Caught by Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Play action, now it's Brady. And this one's incomplete. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game. Pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence or maybe starts a new streak now because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. From midfield, here's Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. And a reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. On the draw, this is Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Brady. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Well, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Succop's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Throwing on second and long. Mayfield steps away to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro, and that will tie things at 17-all. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The final shot before half for Brady. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We start up in Cincinnati, the AFC champs hosting Atlanta, and it's the Bengals who are out in front. T. Higgins, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. Dak Prescott lighting it up. He's got 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to the desert. Check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Kyler Murray, a very good performance as his guys run their record now to 5-2. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entered. Some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Brady going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Running the jet sweep with Jones. He stiff arms him. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. They'll roll him out right. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Brady to his tight end, Braid, for the Tampa Bay first.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Now Brady. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Evans. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Now Brady. And that throw behind his man. He missed it. Incomplete. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. To throw is Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cameron Brate, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bucs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Robbie Anderson and his Carolina Panther offense, they trot back out there. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Carl Nassib there on the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Mayfield's throw here into the hands of Moore. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Again, he finds Moore. And the Panthers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First down, here's White. And space tough to come by there, so they get maybe a yard to the 37. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Brady. This is caught by Evans. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Damian Wilson in on the stop. Second down, back to Fournette. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw with Brady. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Holding, offense.
They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason.
First down.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Brady now to throw. And Miller with it over the middle. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's got the connection to Moore. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
1st down, Mayfield. That's going to be caught downfield by Anderson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. It completes it once more to Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Mayfield down. Incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. That's complete right around the 8. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
The kick by Pinheiro is good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he returns this to the 22. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Caught by Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They run the draw play. This is White. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Back to throw. Brady. That's complete to White. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. He's got Otten, and he'll be brought down at the 27.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Brady. This one taken in by Otten. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Brady to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath. and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
This complete to Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Buccaneers, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.